with Head Crack, Angie Ange, L'Oreal, Billy Sorrell. So much TV to watch on a Sunday. I got smuggled and snuggled to sleep while I was watching the Last Dance last night. Let's start with that one, Billy, man. What were the big takeaways? Because, like, I passed out right after they said, like, you know, Jordan's feet were bleeding after playing in the Classics.
Woo!
It's them Jordans. The big takeaways was, man, one, Jordan's feet did bleed substantially when he won back that day, and I was like, yeah, they look uncomfortable. But, I mean, seeing his interaction with Kobe, man, I'm going to keep saying that, was just finally, and I'm a Kobe fan, just to hear Kobe say, like, look, I was shooting air balls. Like, one of the biggest things, he was like, I was shooting air balls. I was this player with a lot of hype, but I was shooting air balls, and I didn't know how to work on my jump shot. And I just asked Jordan about his turnaround. And he said, Jordan said, call me if you need anything. And that was one of those situations where he just really milked that situation. And Jordan really, as much as you hear a lot about Jordan being a selfish person, you heard in this moment where he saw, if he saw something in you and he believed in you and he saw you put the work ethic in, Jordan would give you. He just wasn't freely giving of his time like that. And I think another thing they highlighted too was like how, and it made me have a different approach on it, was like how his day went on game day, how much of his day he did not have, how much he was really sequestered and really isolated into a hotel room because he's Michael Jordan everywhere. And to hear Charles Barkley say, like, yo, the only other person who I saw people go crazy over like that is Tiger Woods. He was like, they didn't do that for Shaq. It's Michael Jordan. And so I started understanding how dedicated he was. Even with the political stance he took on not really getting behind and endorsing the Democratic candidate in North Carolina that they needed. He gave him some money, but he was like, in my mind, like, I'm focused on playing basketball. And you hear a lot of people say to athletes now, just focus on the basketball. But Jordan really was he was hyper focused on his goal and his craft. And he felt like he had not achieved that. And it made me think about it. He was like, call me selfish, but I had a point that I had to get to. So I gained another level of understanding. I may not agree with everything, but it just shows how driven he was to really focus on that point. We also saw how the truth of the matter is, nobody, even though he didn't really say it out his mouth, Michael Jordan kept Isaiah Thomas off the dream team. And everybody else had beef with Isaiah Thomas. And I was wondering because he actually, if you look online, you'll see some pictures of Isaiah Thomas in Dream Team clothing. He just did not get chosen to finally make the trip. So it was dope, man.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about that, too, is they were saying that, Jordan didn't want this to come out initially because he felt it wasn't going to make him look like a good person. I feel like more people are finding more and more respect on Michael Jordan from watching this. So, that's what's up. Can't wait to see how the next few episodes play out. I think we got 4 left to go, so totally here for it. Another thing that the people are here for is Insecure, which is, episode 5 was last night, L'Oreal?
It's just moving too fast. Like,
yeah.
That's the problem with Insecure. It's like, it comes on, you wait 10 years for it to come on, and then when it comes on, it just flies by. I'm just happy that Lawrence is back in the game, and I'm pretty sure Issa is too. But I do want to see them move a little further along together before the season is over, and then we don't get to the bottom of nothing, child. But
right.
her and Molly, Issa and Molly, just a spoiler alert, child, they seem to be at odds ever since the beginning of episode 1. And it seems like it's coming to the forefront when Issa's headliner of her, she has like this whole block party she's doing. She drops out and he drops out. And Issa asked Molly for a favor, like, yo, ask your boo if, he works at Live Nation, get me another artist. And Molly told her no, y'all. Like, that's how like, y'all really going through something where you don't even want to help a friend when they're in need. And I've been at that point where I've had a falling out with somebody that I was really close with. And nothing really drastic happened. It's just y'all grow apart. And we've been talking about that for weeks. But there was also a show that came on after it called Betty. It's about like skateboarders from New York or something, but they're all women. It's fire. I
saw the trailer. It looked dope. I mean, there's so much to consume on a Sunday night, and I got to catch up on the rest of Insecure tonight. Yo, just for the music alone.
Oh, and they got renewed. I don't know how I let that slip my mind. They got renewed for season 5, but I felt like everybody knew they was going to get renewed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big ups to everybody involved with that situation, Issa Rae, the whole crew, and whoever the hell be picking the music for Insecure. Like, the music be on point. And the little Spotify playlist joint that they got for that is out of here, man. So big ups to them.